Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Oaklawn Park here on Friday. It is the 12th of January 2024. Gonna look at the 8th race from Oaklawn, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the 8th from Oaklawn, which is a starter optional claimer purse, $143,000 races for 4-year-olds and upwards, never start for a claim price of $45,000 twice in the main claim starter, or blah 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 blah. We have a field of 9 horses going the distance of ground of 1,900 meters or a mile 3/16 on the main track. My top selection here, I'm going to go with the number 2 horse here, Command Performance. I'm going to go 2596 in the superfecta, 2596 super, top selection 2 horse, Command Performance. 5-year-old gelded by Union Rags, Joe Sharp trains, Francisco Arietta gets the mounts. The horse's most recent outing in the 15th of December at Oaklawn, a mile 16th and ops 50. First time back in Hot Springs, he just did not run. He finished 5th by 15 quarter lengths that day. He didn't get the best beginnings at a horrible trip down the backstretch, was wide throughout from a rail poster, which is not ideal. He just didn't run. Coming here second off a little bit of a longer trip, which I think he's been crying out for. I'm going to give him another chance here back at Oaklawn. 2 back at Churchill, mile 8th and optional 80. He won by a head that day, and he closed up from nowhere. He sat back early. He was stupidly wide. He got the lead. He was drifting late, but he held on to the performance. The hidden form came from him. That was a very good, strong run with a co-career best 95 buyer. And then prior to that, at Keeneland, a mile 16th and optional 80, he finished second by a neck that day. And again, he was wide. He had the lead for a split second, and he got caught by First Mission Late. He was a decent horse, but he ran his heart out that day. And then you can throw the turf event at Kentucky Downs. That came off the bench on a quirky turf course in his turf debut, mile 5/16 over that course. He finished 9th by 17 3/4 lengths, wide poster. Just throw it out. It just was a horrible race there. And then at Ellis, 1 mile and optional 80, he finished 4th by 7 1/4 lengths that day. He was just wide, and he just wasn't keeping up. That was when Ellis was a conveyor belt of speed. When he was under the care of Todd Pletcher, he's running terrifically. He broke his maiden last summer at Monmouth quite nicely. Came back to win a Monmouth Lounge race. Before that, they actually ran him as a maiden in the Bluegrass of 2022 behind Zandon, where he finished 8th. He just never really got comfortable there. But they did think highly of him. Since coming to the Sharp Barn, he's run these good races as recently. At 5-1 with a longer trip, I'll use him on the ticket. I think the 5 horse here, Sant Damont, for Chris Landeros, can win also. Most recently, an optional 80 at Churchill in mid-September of the mile 16th. He finished 3rd by 3/4 length, and he was drifting late, which cost him the victory. He was on the front end up until the stretch run, but then he just couldn't keep up. Prior to that, they ran him the Kentucky Downs Turf preview mile, and he's just, again, not a turf horse, wide trip. He finished 11th by 9 1/4 lengths that day. It wasn't a recipe for success there. And then over the mile at Ellis and optional 100, he finished 3rd by 5 1/4 lengths that day. A very tough trip there. But, his races here at Oaklawn haven't been half bad. Last victory here locally came on the 2nd of April, going mile 16th, where he won by 6 1/4 lengths, and he really took off clear. That was a very strong run. That was 2022, by the way. But still, he has hidden form that can win here, training well. I'll give him a shot here at 6-1 on the ticket. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Oaklawn, I'm going to take the 2 horse Command Performance. Give kudos to the 5 horse Santos Dumont, 2596 super, 25 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everyone.